New Jersey Latinos are a significant consumer market. In the 2010 census, the state of New Jersey Latinos population has reached an all-time high number of 18%, making us the largest minority group in the state, with 73% being U.S. citizens, which gives us the ability to vote. The Latino is the fastest growing source of labor for the workforce in the state of New Jersey. And all we want to have is the ability to maintain and increase the economic gains and contributions that we make to the state. History has shown us that the state's efforts in addressing the needs of this community are ineffectual and short-sighted. For example, the poverty rate among Latino children is increasing at an alarming rate. We all know too well that there's a rise in child hunger, illnesses, family disintegration, substance abuse, dropouts, incarceration, and other societal illnesses in the Latino community. You can be assured that part of what's affecting our community is the major reduction of funds of frontline crisis intervention and prevention programs by the state. The Hispanic Directors Association of New Jersey brings together 27 Hispanic-led community service agencies from across the state to serve approximately 500,000 of the most vulnerable families, of which 40% are non-Latinos.
The question is, who is to share the sacrifice? Is it all the people or the most vulnerable? Because those are the people that knock on our doors every day. The people who work 7 days a week with 2 or 3 jobs in order to maintain their families. Our budget was cut over 70%. We've been forced to a 1-day furlough per month. We've been forced to reduce our working hours with a furlough every month. It's hard to see the people with eviction letters and utility shutoffs who are in need to restore their services. It is hard to explain to them why we cannot help them as much as we would like to. I've been active in the Latino community for over 35 years, and these times are the worst that I have seen.
Historically, funding for services to Latinos have not kept pace with the increase in their population and needs. For example, the fiscal year 2011 budget eliminated all the $7.5 million targeted for programs to indigent Latinos and eliminated the Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development. Through a bipartisan negotiation process, the legislator and the governor identified $2.3 million, making it possible to restore partial funding to some programs.
El Primer Paso is the only program of its kind serving dual language learners in northwestern New Jersey that's accredited by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. These cuts are devastating to El Primer Paso and to the children and families that we serve. There's a great deal of research that shows that at-risk children have long-term benefits by attending high-quality preschool programs. They have less need for special education services once they reach school, less need for English language instruction pullouts, less need for social services down the road, and less involvement with the juvenile justice system.
The reality is that even with $2.3 million budget restoration in 2011, resources for programs servicing Latinos were reduced by an appalling 69%. Other programs, such as the Hispanic Women Resource Center and various programs within the Department of Human Services, were completely eliminated. Additionally, funding for programs targeted to Latinos in the Department of Children and Families were reduced by 50%. All of these cuts have had a devastating effect on the most vulnerable in the Latino community.
I remember when I studied English here. 13 years ago, I came to Hispanic Affairs and Resource Center for direction to learning English. I work out and understand the English, computer skill, and certificate as a nursing assistant. I am not able, and my stories will have been different without to help Women Resource Center. The because Hispanic Affair helped me grow up as a person, as a professional. I am living proof that a hand up is better than a hand out.
Unfortunately for the Latino community, the 2012 budget proposal continues to underfund programs that serve our community.
The services that we provide are from the multi-service program that provides client advocacy, that provides transportation and translation services to community residents which are not fluent in the English language. We also provide social services for the homeless, which is basically a program that gives rental assistance for those which are in need, and as well provides those same type of services for senior citizens. The situation at Casa Prague as well as other HTA agencies has changed dramatically because a 50% cut in personnel in a Project Yes program, which is the job readiness program for teenagers, is in fiscal jeopardy. And some of those clients are not just only from the low economic sector, but from the middle income sector as well. With the resources that we have, we are trying to do our best.
The Hispanic Directors Association is fighting to have the following funding restored to 2010 budget levels in the 2012 budget. Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development, $3.7 million. The Department of Children and Families, $1.9 million. Hispanic Women Resource Center, $486,000. The Department of Human Services funding for Latino programs, $1.4 million. So we're putting a call out to you, to each and every one of you, to support the funding, to ensure that these programs that are helping the Latino community to be restored to their original funding levels of 2010. Why is that? Why am I asking that? I'm asking that because Latinos now represent 18% of the population in the state of New Jersey, of which 73% are citizens that have the ability to vote. So I'm reaching out to our friends, to our partners, and to all of you that have the ability to make the decisions and make the impact to make this a reality. And remember what Bishop Desmond Tutu has said, we will remember those that remembered us.